Maboy Manila, this is Pope from ManilaShaker.com. Last week, we unboxed the Realme GT Master Edition and run a quick brief about some of its key features. And today, we are going to take a deep dive on those features and talk about its performance. The Realme GT Master Edition is a higher mid-range smartphone. And with that, can it dominate the mid-range market? Let's find out. Like I said in our unboxing video, what makes this special is that it has a suitcase design, but unfortunately, we got the Daybreak colorway. It doesn't have the vegan leather back, but it does offer us a smooth glossy finish with a two-tone look. It has a slim design and the weight of the suitcase design and the Daybreak colorway are different. It is a bit prone to fingerprint smudges, but it is not that noticeable due to the color of the device. It has a minimalistic look, plus the vibe that the design exerts doesn't feel like a Realme smartphone. Over the back, it has a triple camera setup inside the not so protruded camera module. Now for its display, Realme GT Master Edition boasts a 6.43-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display crafted by Samsung. It has good colors, it is also punchy and contrasty. And to top all that is the 120Hz refresh rate paired with 360Hz of touch sampling rate. What I like about the display is that it has thin bezels and a slightly thick chin. It also has an adaptive refresh rate feature that adjusts the refresh rate based on the app you are using to save some battery. It has a peak of 1000 nits of brightness, which is great for outdoor use, but the downside is that with this kind of display, you expect it to be protected as much as possible. Which is why I was a bit disappointed when I found out that it doesn't use a Corning Gorilla Glass protection but instead uses Dragon Trail Glass protection. Yes, Dragon Trail is also good protection for your device, but Corning Gorilla Glass offers more durability based on some tests. Now, while you are using your device for entertainment purposes, one of the features that makes it an immersive experience aside from the display is the audio. Unfortunately, it only has a mono speaker at the bottom, so if you are watching without using any earpiece and since the device is not that big, your palm can pretty much cover up the speaker, making it less useful. It has loud and good volume but lacks a bit of clarity. So if you really want to experience more while watching or gaming, might as well use the headphone jack. For its performance, unlike the Realme GT flagship phone that is powered by the top-of-the-line Snapdragon 888 5G, this one is powered by a Snapdragon 778G 5G with 6nm of process. It is paired with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of UFS storage. Performance is quite good and also the benchmark scores. It can also handle gaming with the help of the Realme UI Game Space. It offers features that can boost your gaming performance and also avoid interruptions during gaming. I tried gaming on both Call of Duty and Genshin Impact, and it gives out decent FPS and stability. Genshin does offer some minor stutterings but can be avoided if the FPS is set to 60. As for Call of Duty Mobile, performance is pretty much smooth. After some time of gaming, I haven't encountered that much heat on the device since it has a vapor chamber built inside. Just like Realme's budget smartphones, it has a side panel that can help you enhance your gaming experience. For its software, it runs on Android 11.0 with Realme UI 2.0. It has some great features that it offers on its settings and a customizable UI for a more user-friendly experience. If you head to the personalization tab on the settings, there we can see all the customizations available at the tip of your finger. We can change the fingerprint animation, icon styles, colors, and also edge lighting for notifications. Now, with its performance out of the way, let's head to the camera portion. Realme GT Master Edition offers a triple camera setup, a 64MP main cam, 8MP ultra-wide and 2MP for macro. The 64MP main outputs a sharp and detailed image with good color reproduction even with HDR off. With the HDR on, highlights are more balanced and exposure is still in the same level but colors are more boosted. Turning AI enhancement boosts the color even more for a more vibrant output. Taking photos at night, even with night mode off, it processes a decent amount of exposure to at least brighten up the subject. With night mode on, details are now visible, sharpness and even colors are boosted, making the nighttime pleasing to the eye. As for the 8MP ultra-wide, there are some noticeable color fringings on the side, but the overall quality is decent. It has good color reproduction, sharp and detailed results. Now for the macro, for me this is just gimmicky. They could have at least put a higher macro lens or a telephoto lens, though images are detailed with good colors, but lining up the shot would be a bit hard. As for its portrait mode, it doesn't have a dedicated depth sensor, but it does show good subject to background separation, and since it is using the 64MP main, the colors are vibrant and the subject is sharp and detailed, though oftentimes highlights are a bit blown out. As for its selfie, with HDR off, it has a true-to-life skin tone and it is sharp and detailed. It has decent color saturation on the back and the highlights doesn't tend to blow out. But taking selfies with HDR on plus harsh lightings outputs a palish look and overexposed. For its video recording, it can shoot up to 4K at 30fps, Ultra Steady is available and can be used on 1080p at 60fps. As for its camera features, it has all the basic needs. These are the features that are incorporated to the 64MP triple camera of the Realme GT Master Edition. As for the battery, the Realme GT Master Edition is back with a 4300mAh of battery. It is not that big, especially in this category, but to compensate for the small battery, it is paired with a 65W super dark charge. Gaming with games like Genshin Impact can pretty much drain your battery faster, but if you are just using the device as a daily driver, you can pretty much fit a whole day on a single charge. As for its charging prowess, as advertised, the Realme GT Master Edition can be fully charged in just 30 minutes. For us, it takes us about 31 minutes to be exact. The Realme GT Master Edition is available in two variants, the 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, and the 256GB of storage. The lower variant is priced at 18,990 pesos, while the higher 256GB is priced at 21,990 pesos. You can purchase it in Lazada with the whole day sale discount of 1,500 pesos for the lower variant and 2,000 pesos for the higher variant. The Realme GT Master Edition shows a completely different smartphone than the Realme GT. Yes, it does have the same set of cameras on the back and the basic design of the device, but a totally different chipset. It has a reasonable and decent performance for a higher mid-range smartphone, but it lacks power on its battery. Although it performed pretty good on its charging prowess, that would stop us from charging the device overnight since it has a short charging time. So, if you are intrigued, go grab your own Realme GT Master Edition. So that is a review of the Realme GT Master Edition. Let us know in the comment section below your thoughts about this device. Thank you guys for watching, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you will be updated with our future contents. Also don't forget to visit manilashaker.com for more tech news, reviews, and comparison of the latest device. Once again, this is Pope, and mabuhay Manila!